Texas Memorial Stadium. A top 5 showdown is in store, and you can set the tone and set the pace for what your season is going to be like by winning a game like this early. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, this is the matchup that everybody has been looking forward to all season. You might remember Texas got off to a rocky start under young quarterback Arch Manning last year in Columbus. But he is better, and the team has improved around him. Ohio State was in the college football playoff last year, and Ryan Day expects this team to be even better. We'll find out here today. This is the matchup everybody's been waiting for. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 42. What a nice job on that return. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top 5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top 5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves for some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A pick 6.
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David. Upstairs, he's got it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
The run inside. It's Brown. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. And they can't be thrilled using all 3 timeouts here in the first quarter. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's Julian saying to throw. Right on the money. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
From the gun on third down, say it. It's complete on the right side. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Again, it's Sayin. Looking downfield. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Running inside. It's Jackson. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Back to the ground with the running back. At the 40, there he goes. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Ohio State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he's going to bring this one out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out in the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Plows through the defense.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
The offense changing the play. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Finds his man. It's Wingo. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. He's out of bounds after the good pickup and one away to end the first period. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Arch Madness. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Unloads quickly. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
The Longhorns will try to pick it up on fourth down.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Manning to throw for it on fourth. Got a man. It's Wingo. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Here's Arch to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Texas! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Say it. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. 3rd down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick 6.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Manning on play action. Dances away to buy time. Unleashes one. He's got it. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB.
Fires toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. throwing. Say it. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Sayin to throw. Fires to the big fella. Hits him with a stiff arm. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Man, how nice is it to have such a weapon at tight end? A guy that can catch the football and make people miss, but right here, break tackles, extend the play, make bigger chunks than what's really there. That's what can really make this offense dangerous.
After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll throw it from the red zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Buckeye!
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Bringing it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Manning to throw. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I know he's happy to get that one because that's the big fella's first sack. And we've heard a lot about this 5-star, this young defensive lineman who they think is going to be elite of elite. And now you get the first sack, the first of many. But nice to see this dude start to come into his own, maximize some of that ability that we've heard so much about.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Sayin lets it fly. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Back to pass. It's Sayin. Gets it to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Now here's Sayin. He's got him. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Here comes the heat. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Sayin back to the air. He's going to let it go. Goes high to pull it in. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellows, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at the Rice Owls taking on the number 9 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's Rice looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
On the run, it's Jackson. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sayin. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's complete. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. travel is relentless here on second down. The run inside. It's Jackson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys?
He's got it. And he got it right to the doorstep before he was knocked out of bounds at the 1.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Tries to get it himself. Surges his way in for the score.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. And now on second down for this offense. Reads it, fires complete. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Third down from the gun, Manning. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the left. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Motion from the back. Arch is going to throw for it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Manning. Right on target this time. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. It's complete to the right. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Manning. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
How about this defense? This defense is getting after the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. The third sack of the day. Hard to have a good passing attack when your quarterback's trying to throw from his back.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Quarterback making checks. Fourth down, Manning. Dumps it to the back. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Running inside, it's Jackson. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Throwing, say it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Play fake, say it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Trying to be heard above the noise. Makes the grab. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now.
He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
35, Texas, 14.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Texas, 14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. One more time, it's Brown. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Tight end now in motion. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Not 1, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over.
Check. 80-22, ISO. 80-22, ISO.
Might be changing the route. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Working the middle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which is done. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do.
Snags it, and there's running room. And they swarm him under.
I know this offense has really struggled in this game, but they've still got individuals offensively. They're trying to make plays, and they're trying to flash for their coaches to earn.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Fourth down, Manning. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Gets the back moving. Here's Sayin to throw. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Plucks it out of the air. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Manning. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.